Why is Ray J going off the deep end? What's wrong with this nigga? Yo, I'm praying for you. They calling my mama. They calling Brandy. Yo, Ray's good. Yeah, I'm going off the deep end. The deep end of this new pool I just got. Yeah, I'm going off the deep end. Do I need help? Hell yeah. Absolutely. When a dentist does somebody's teeth, the is talented enough to do it himself. But if he got the people doing the water and all the other stuff, the spritz and all the stuff on the side, he can focus on doing him. I say that to say it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Ray. And Diddy's free. And so what I'm saying today is it's a celebration. It's not a complete celebration because they still did Diddy a little wrong by charging him for some bullshit just to look like they were right. The people at the top, I don't want no problems. Guess why? Because I don't even know y'all. I have no clue. All my partners is from another country that don't know niggas. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that this is a disclaimer. I'm a jokester. I'm a comedian. People are going to say, Ray J, you tripping, you need help, I'm praying for you. Ray J, go call your mom and your sister. Brandy, come get your brother. FaceTiming my mama and shit, talking about they worried about me because I'm out here dancing around and it's 100 degrees outside and I'm sweating. The problem would be if I was outside partying, Diddy's about to be free, and it was snowing outside and I was sweating. Then you need to call PTS or PETS. It's called PETS. You heard of that shit?
Ray J is known for being unpredictable, but what happened recently caught everyone off guard. Just before Diddy's legal decision was expected to drop, Ray J went live online and completely broke down. He wasn't acting. This was not for publicity. His emotions were raw, real, and intense. When he got on Instagram Live, he looked like a man on the edge. His eyes kept shifting, his speech was shaky, and he spoke quickly, like he was trying to get something out of his system but didn't know how. You could tell he was hurting deeply. It didn't look like a simple case of someone being overwhelmed. It looked like someone who had been carrying emotional weight for a long time and finally cracked under the pressure. He repeated one line several times. I'm tired. I can't keep doing this.
All right, so I got Dr. Brian coming over. A lot of people are telling me, okay, just talk to somebody and just, you know what I'm saying, let them know what you're going through. So Dr. Brian is here, and I know, you know, y'all seen her work and how real she be keeping it. Dr. Brian, how you doing?
Hey Ray, how you doing?
I know I got the phone on record, but Dr. Brian about to help me right now, and
okay.
You know, everybody need help.
Okay, well, hold on, Ray, but we're not going to do this publicly.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do it. You can't have a bottle. You can't drink. We're not doing it publicly.
Okay.
So you're not about to.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut
There's no.
I'm gonna cut the camera,
Cut.
but I'm gonna keep y'all updated, and I just wanted to show y'all, like, yo,
Ray, camera off, bottle down, time to go.
That's not something you say lightly in front of millions. And it didn't sound like he meant tired from his career or even personal struggles. It sounded like he was exhausted on a deeper level mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Then, something unexpected happened. Dr. Bryant, a respected therapist and spiritual advisor who works with many entertainers, suddenly joined his live. She didn't come in just to offer kind words or calm him down. She took control. You're not okay. Get off. You're not safe right now, she said firmly. She wasn't being dramatic.
Allegedly, Ray J had something to do with Whitney Houston, and whether he gave her the bad package, you know, him being there in the last moments of her death, her being abused. You know, me seeing him with Clive Davis the night before Whitney died, which was weird to me because he didn't have no relationship with Clive Davis like that back then. To be hanging with Clive Davis at a Grammy rehearsal, and then the next day Whitney got killed. I'll never forget that. I remember Clive Davis wearing that red tie which is supposed to be symbolic to blood. But I remember him and Ray J sitting at that rehearsal, and the next day, Whitney was dead. And it has always been rumored, allegedly, that Ray J gave her the drugs, because he was allegedly getting high with her.
She was being serious. And the fact that Ray J didn't argue back says everything. He ended the live immediately. Later, Dr. Bryant confirmed that she went to check on him in person, showing that she knew this was beyond a phone call. It wasn't just a friend saying, "Hope you're okay." It was a trained professional recognizing that something serious was happening and acting fast. But that brings up the question everyone's been asking: what pushed him to this breaking point? Ray J has always been a little unpredictable, sure. He's been involved in drama before. But this wasn't the same. This wasn't him being wild for the camera. This felt like someone finally losing control after holding it together for too long. Some people online tried to say he just needed a vacation, maybe a break from the spotlight. But others saw something deeper.
DJ Cassidy right now, get on the ones and twos. We fed y'all, we gave y'all some drinks, now it's time to enjoy life. This is a celebration of life. This is a legendary white party. It's the real white party. Make some noise if you've been here before. Okay. And to all the kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away. It's all good. Hey, DJ.
They began wondering if Ray J was carrying secrets that were too heavy to hold onto any more secrets about the industry, about people he's worked with, about things that happen behind closed doors. When someone holds in pain or guilt for too long, it can start to show in their body, in their voice, and in their behavior. That Instagram live didn't just seem like a cry for help. It felt like a man collapsing under the weight of years of silence. And this isn't the first time Ray J has been close to tragedy.
Hard for me to dive in, so to speak. It's hard for me to dive into it when there's a lot of layers legally to certain shit.
Remember Whitney Houston? He was with her in her final days. They were seen together at events, at parties, and according to multiple reports, he was around right before she passed away in that Beverly Hilton hotel bathtub. After she died, people questioned everything. Some said Ray J was partying with her, not noticing the signs that she was spiraling. Others claimed he tried to help her, but was pushed away. Either way, he was close. Too close.
Your view of how this case is going?
I think it's kind of becoming a circus. Where are we trying to go? Are we just trying to tell all of these crazy stories and then that equals out to sex trafficking? I mean, it's starting to become outrageous. It's a RICO case. It's really only Diddy and maybe one other person. I'm just starting to feel uncomfortable and I'm starting to feel weird about this whole thing.
And after her death, he had his own emotional moment in front of the press, crying uncontrollably and repeating how haunted he felt by what he saw, though he never said exactly what that was. Now, years later, he's unraveling again, publicly, emotionally. And just as another huge moment is about to hit the headlines, Diddy's verdict. See, when people break down like this, it's not always about anxiety or depression. Sometimes it's about guilt. Sometimes it's about being tied to situations you can't talk about, even if you want to. And when your name keeps coming up near mysterious or tragic events, people start connecting the dots. Ray J, Diddy, Whitney, these names all swirl around the same stories. And it doesn't stop there. Let's look back for a second at 2012, the year Whitney died. It was the night before Clive Davis's legendary pre-Grammy party, held in the same hotel where Whitney was found. She never made it to that party. And when she was discovered in her room, sources claimed Ray J was there, trying to get inside, yelling, banging on the walls. Some say he seemed panicked, like he already knew something was wrong before the rest of the world did. That wasn't just a coincidence. That was the start of a series of strange events that keep circling back to familiar names. Because Ray J's emotional outburst, now over a decade later, isn't just about what happened last week or last month. It looks like the result of years of keeping things bottled up, of being part of something bigger and darker than anyone truly realizes. And every time someone tries to pull back the curtain, there's another name that comes up, Diddy. It seems like every time tragedy strikes or someone close to him passes away, there are questions but never clear answers. It's not just Whitney or Ray J. It's a long list. Biggie Smalls, also known as Notorious B.I.G., died in 1997. He was one of Diddy's top artists. His murder remains unsolved. Craig Mack helped launch Bad Boy Records, then disappeared from the spotlight. Years later, he turned up looking sick and passed away shortly after, at only 46. Black Rob, remember his hit song Hoa? Before his death, he appeared online in a heartbreaking video. He looked unwell, almost homeless, and he was still showing love to Diddy. When he passed, people asked where the support had been. Diddy sent out a message of condolences, but it felt empty to fans who believed more could have been done. Then there's Kim Porter, Diddy's longtime partner and the mother of 3 of his children. She died suddenly at 47. Officially, it was pneumonia, but close friends say she was healthy and doing well. She was even reportedly working on a tell-all book. That book never came out. Heavy D, another music icon connected to Bad Boy, passed from a pulmonary embolism. Shakir Stewart, an executive with strong ties to both Diddy and Jay-Z, reportedly died by suicide. But even that story left people with questions. No note. No signs. Just more silence. That's the pattern people are talking about now. Tragedy, then silence. And Diddy keeps moving forward, untouched. Meanwhile, Ray J, someone who has walked alongside these powerful figures, is publicly falling apart. And some people believe it's because he knows more than he can say. That maybe, after being around so much loss, so many secrets, it finally became too much. But there's another name in this web that rarely gets attention, Clive Davis. Clive is a major force in the music world. He discovered Whitney Houston and played a major role in Diddy's rise. He's been around for decades. He's also the one who still held that party the night Whitney died in the same hotel. Clive was reportedly one of the last people Whitney spoke to. He also had close connections to Ray J. People don't usually point fingers at Clive because he stays behind the scenes. He's a powerful man who knows how to keep his image clean. But when you start seeing the connections, how many people tied to Clive and Diddy have had tragic ends, it makes you wonder. What if Ray J isn't just falling apart from his own choices? What if he's a piece in a much larger puzzle? One that he no longer wants to be part of? Clive even released a memoir sharing details about his personal life. At the time, people were surprised by his openness. But now, some think it might have been a way to tell his version of events before someone else told it for him. And here's where it gets even more intense. Ray J has recently started posting cryptic messages. Short statements that make people stop and think. Things like, "I'm trying to show y'all," or "everybody needs help." But what is he trying to reveal? And who's the everybody he's talking about? When you step back and look at the whole picture, it doesn't look like just one man going through a tough time. It starts to look like someone trying to send a warning. Someone who's seen too much. Someone who's been around powerful people, dark environments, and dangerous secrets, and is finally breaking under that pressure. He stopped speaking to certain people. He's pulled away from old friends. His emotional posts are full of confusion, fear, and sadness. It's like he's stuck between wanting to say something and knowing that if he does, it could put him at risk. And that brings us back to Diddy's case. If the outcome goes the way many expect, it could open the floodgates. More stories might come out. More people might start telling their truth. And if Ray J's breakdown is any sign, he could be one of the first. So now we're all left wondering, was Ray J just overwhelmed by personal struggles? Or was this the moment when years of silence, secrets, and suppressed guilt finally exploded? Because this doesn't feel like just a celebrity having a meltdown. This feels like the start of something much bigger. And if even one of these people starts really talking, the entire industry could be forced to face the truth. So, what do you think? Did Ray J simply hit an emotional wall? Or is he the first domino to fall in a line of people who have been carrying too much for too long? Thanks for watching, y'all. This story goes way deeper than a breakdown on live. It's about secrets, power, and the weight of truth. If Ray J's emotional spiral is the start of something bigger, we might be looking at a major shift in the industry. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more real talk and breakdowns just like this. And tell us in the comments, do you think Ray J's trying to warn us? Or is he just overwhelmed? Either way, something serious is brewing. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.